PK, I don't know if you saw it thus far, but we have a special guest here in the Thunderdome. Lordo's here. PK. Lordo, Stanley Cup is here.
Lordo!
Yeah, Lord Stanley Cup is here in the building. Shout out to Mira, the first woman keeper of the cup in the history of the cup. She brought it in from Toronto. I'm allowed to touch it, they said. I'm not allowed to lift it, drink out of it, cuddle it, spoon it, do anything like that. But I'm allowed to touch it just like this. I seen you on set when Messier, who obviously won it, I think 6 times, he walked over to you and you ran from him. You said, I might be a strength coach someday for a team. I'm not going to touch this thing. I want to win one on my own. That is a big deal, right? No hockey players actually touch this thing. Like D-Butt loves the Panthers. Gumpy loves the Dallas Stars. They're scared to touch it because they think they won't win. What is the theory around touching this, and who can, who can't? And why did I just make the Penguins Stanley Cup contenders again?
First of all, shout out to Mira. I met Mira earlier this year. Shout out to the keeper. She does a great job. She does a thing. And yes, keep that cup away from mess. He's seen enough of it. He's won it 6 times. He doesn't need to touch that thing anymore, okay? Let somebody else play with it a little bit. But I don't want to touch it. Because you know what? You got to win it. You got to win it. You either got to win it as a manager, player, coach. Doesn't matter. You got to win it before you can lift it. And I will say this. I know a few players who actually have said that they touched the Stanley Cup before they won it, and it didn't jinx them. They actually ended up winning it. I can't say the names, though. They told me this is all in confidence, so I can't say it.
Touch it.
So
Perfect.
I just believe that you shouldn't touch any trophy unless you've won it. You shouldn't lift it or hoist it. Like, you know what I mean? It's simple.
The Pens won so many.
Yeah,
we went
right.
back-to-back multiple times.
Part of the team. And we were kind of a part of them.
Yeah, bingo. Down in
Relax. The Pens also stole one, too. You guys stole one from me in 16. You remember that?
Sorry about it. That's called earning it, pal. That's called earning it. That's why I get to do this, so you can't touch the thing. Isn't that cool that I'm allowed to touch it and you can't? How many years you played in the –
Crosby.
Mocking.
What? Yeah. Was Fleury on that team or was
Crosby,
that Murray?
man.
How'd they steal it from
Crosby. No, it's Crosby. Listen to me. It's Crosby. The third one completes, 3 chips for him. That's all Crosby. I remember that goal like it was yesterday. The breakaway goal coming through the middle, forehand, backhand. Yeah, that was it. It was all Sid.
So anyways, isn't it kind of suck for you that I can touch this thing, dance with this thing?
Yeah, what else?
And you committed your entire life to hockey and you won't ever get to touch. And I'm just here I am. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me. I won a Stanley Cup. Drank out of it last year with Rupper.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
You know,
So was AJ,
you know what?
actually.
Here's the
Jack Johnson.
You're right, though. You're right. You know what, Pat? I can't touch it. But, I just wonder on a beautiful day like this, as beautiful as it is outside here in New York, like, I wonder what weather your Pacers are. They got to be in Cancun by now, right? Like, are they in Cancun?
Shut up. Shut up.
Tell
That's
him,
what
PK.
I thought. Boom!
Jay Tatum. Jay Tatum.
Fuck it.
It was a sweet
Hanging
PK.
on the rim.
Sweet. We had a lead in every one of those games.
Been doing that around Indy since PK did it.
Yeah, he did it the entire game on Saturday. Literally in the suite, just amongst other things, acting like a full asshole. The amount of Tatum, Jay Tatum,
Step back.
Jay Tatum never stops. So thank you for supplying Boston people with more shit to be massholes about. That's something they needed out of you. But let's talk a little. Let's talk a little bit more hockey, shall we? I thought you were a Rangers guy too, because remember you spent your birthday watching the Rangers. I think
right. Yeah.
You're on TV. Their show last night. You did a full song and dance whenever the Florida Panthers get the win about a minute into overtime. What's that all about? You're just excited about good hockey. You like that the series is tied. You like the goal, or what was this all about? I thought you were a Rangers guy, PK.
Dude, I thought it was my pick. I looked down and checked my phone. Puck's in the back of the net. I picked Barkov to score the winner. It wasn't even him. It was Reinhardt. So I was pissed off. I wasted the celebration. It wasn't even my pick. And to make matters even worse, nobody picked him. Nobody at our desk picked him. Mess didn't pick him, and Leaves didn't pick him either. So nobody picked him. So really, I ended up being pissed off because it wasn't my guy.
But how'd you feel about the win? You like the win? We like that the series is tied. This is good for hockey?
Listen, I got Rangers in 7. I haven't changed my pick in any of these rounds. I'm not going to change it. Once I make a pick, I stick to it. I had Rangers in 7. Florida deserved to win. I mean, to me, Florida deserved to win games 2, 3, and 4. Mm-hmm. Like, they deserve to win them. But that being said, something's got to be said for teams that find ways to win, and the Rangers have found ways to win. And I also got to give them credit. They've made adjustments. They haven't gotten frustrated with Florida in the way that they've played. They've stayed in the moment, and they've capitalized on their opportunities. And they've done it. They've changed their game. They've won and had success in different styles. So you got to say, you got to give them credit for that. I think also Peter Laviolette deserves a lot of credit because playing against the Florida Panthers, a team that plays that style, there's a lot of coaching changes and tweaks and lineup changes that you got to do. And I think he's done a really good job managing the team and managing the emotion of the Rangers through it all. So, but as a hockey fan, you're damn right I'm happy it's tied up 2-2. This thing's going 6 or 7 games, and I'm happy about it. It's been great hockey. It's been fun to watch. And for the first series, this is the first series all playoffs that I'm kind of hoping for overtime. Most of the other series, I want to go home. I want to go the hell home after the game. This one, I'm willing to stay up and watch overtime as long as I need to because I love seeing these two teams go at it. So I think the hockey's only going to get better in this series from here on in.
I don't know how scientifically it works. But the brightness of the ice, which I've talked about, is like light mode in your bedroom. Yeah. It's like hypnotized. It puts me to sleep almost. Nice. But it has for some of these other games. Some of these other, very dark. Not for Rangers and Panthers, though, because of the physicality. Like, it's such a physical game. There's so much talent. I feel like it's old school. It feels like an old school series, and I love the fact that it's being tied up. And, you talk about Laviolette or whatever doing it. Thank God we got Rempe back on you. I mean, geez, that you didn't have to be with Rempe, even though you were like, yeah, he's doing a good thing. You remember you said all that stupid shit. Yeah, you did. But we're back on it. We weren't asked to be a part of the box-to-box weight to skate.
No
full rubber on that.
Dumping rubber.
Yeah, dumping rubber. We weren't told about that at all. D-But's got a question for you, though, about the Panthers, though.
Yeah, PK, you mentioned the Rangers and their adjustments. Obviously, 2 very close teams. Games 2, 3, and 4 all went to OT. What adjustments do you see the Panthers make in Game 4? Obviously, leading to that Rhino overtime goal to end it.
Well, I think that first of all, for Florida, adjustments coming in on the road, I think they're comfortable playing on the road. We saw what they did in Game 1. I thought there was more pressure on the Rangers in Game 1 being at home. Obviously, handling the first 2 series kind of handily. They're clicking on all cylinders, but now we knew that they were going to face their toughest opponent of the playoffs. And Florida stepped up and came out and punched them right in the mouth in Game 1. I think that Game 5 is going to be the most balanced game of this series. And I think both teams, it's toe-to-toe. I mean, it's so difficult to pick. But Florida, they got to bury their chances. Igor Shesterkin has been the story of this series. And Bobrovsky hasn't been bad. It's not like he's been bad. He's been great. But Shesterkin, he's finding ways to make those impossible saves possible. And for the Rangers, they're getting confidence out of it. So even though that, the Florida Panthers are wearing them down on the cycle, they're dominating on the boards and in the battles, shot attempts, all of that stuff. Their team feels that Shesterkin's going to make all the saves when he needs to make them, and he has been making them. Look what it took to beat him yesterday. Verhaeghe's got to bat a puck out of the air. There's got to be a puck that goes in off his skate. The overtime winner is a perfect shot over his shoulder. That's what it's going to take to beat Shesterkin. And first of all, Florida's got to show that they're going to be able to put the puck in the back of the net when they get their scoring chances. Too many breakaways, too many missed opportunities. Barkov included, as great as he's been. So they got to finish. But can Shesterkin keep it up? Like, is he going to be able to keep up this level of play for potentially a 7-game series? I don't know, but I got to say this. Conn Smythe, it's got to be his to lose. If the New York Rangers get to the finals and end up winning this thing, That guy for me is a shoo-in for the Conn Smythe.
Igor Chance will be everywhere. Let's stick with the Rangers a little bit here. Seem to be super petty. What's up with Chris Kreider throwing a mouthpiece to Tkachuk and not even getting it out of the arena, not even out of the rink? Tkachuk actually was quoted as saying, "I told him it was the best play he made all game." He said, little pettiness.
And that's what I had said on the.
That one stayed in the rink there. That toss right there, he was throwing a mouth guard he got from Tkachuk. He was trying to throw it in a crowd souvenir. Didn't make it out. Hit the glass, went back down. Looked like a big dumb dipshit.
Yikes.
That's what they said. Look at big dumb Kreider, not even able to throw the mouthpiece out of the arena. That's what they were saying. I didn't say it. I'm saying people were saying that. PK.
Well, you know what? Kreider's got to do something to kind of get himself going, and I like the fact that he's getting involved. I'm sure Matthew Tkachuk had said something like, Bobrovsky's got more points than you in the series, which he does. I think he's got an assist, and Kreider doesn't have any points yet. But that can all change in Game 5 for Chris Kreider. You know, it's a double-edged sword, right? You want to get in guys' kitchens. You want to get under guys' skin. But a guy like Chris Kreider, you know, you got to be careful because you don't want to wake up that guy. I mean, he's the pound-for-pound strongest, most explosive guy in the series. Now, we haven't seen it yet. And we need to see more of it in this series. This series can't go by and he doesn't have a point or a goal. When people are saying last round, they want to put his jersey up in the rafters, you know, because of the way he performed. So I don't think it's just him. I think it's Zibanejad as well, who obviously hit the crossbar yesterday. But it's also Panarin. Like, those big guys are going to have to break out at some point in time. And they haven't done that yet. But last night you could see the frustration starting to come a little bit. And that's good. You know, listen, these last couple games of the series here, Chris Kreider shows up in Game 5 and has a big game. No one's going to be talking about the first 4 games of this series. So, you know, throw his mouth guard, throw his helmet, throw as many gloves, piece of equipment in the stands as you want. You know, but Matthew Tkachuk doesn't care. His team's coming in your building 2-2, ready to take the Game 5. So he's got to be ready to go.
Let's stay with the Rangers on that note.
Yeah, PK, against Carolina, obviously Trouba almost took a guy out with a bow and then almost cut his head off on the way back down. And then, you know, there was another one the other night that people weren't too happy about. I remember you saying you still want him to play that way and still be flying around, but also you got to be a little careful. Are you worried that this series might turn into a bit of a gong show if he continues to throw bows all over the place? Or what do you think needs to happen? And do you expect another response perhaps from the Panthers, even though we are 2 games removed?
Well, I'll tell you this personally, guys. No one's listening or watching. I'm always up for a gong show. So I don't mind the gong show. Bring on the gong show. Let's go. But I will say this on the on Trouba.
Scott loves gong shows.
Amen.
I love a gong show. Who doesn't?
Me too. Love
Who
gong.
does?
Yeah.
Live for him.
Yeah.
Trouba, love the way he plays.
Gong shows are good.
People want to say he's a dirty player. I don't see him that way. I played against him his whole career in Winnipeg. He never had any questionable hits when he was playing in Winnipeg. This is part of his job. He's trying to bring a physical element to the Rangers, and he's done a great job. He's been a great leader for them. On these plays, though, I cannot play favorites. As much as I love the physical part of the game, and it isn't, I went on the record. It's not pickleball. I defended him when he tried to kill that Natchez last series and flew into the glass. You remember when I said, listen, love the intent, but if you hit him with your elbow, we're talking about something different. So I got to call it the way I see it. He makes elbow contact with his chin. Yeah, from that angle, you don't see it, but if you see the front angle, he hits him in the side of the head. Anytime you extend that elbow, you're getting called. I don't think that anything's going to boil over in this series, regardless of what happens. Whether there's elbows being thrown, dirty plays, clean plays, you cannot get too emotional in this series now. It's a best-of-3 series. It's tight. All that matters right now is winning hockey games. Nothing else. You got all next season for payback. Right now, it's about the game on the ice, and it's too tight. There's no margin for error right now. Both teams are finding ways to score goals. You don't want to give any team any extra opportunities with their special teams.
Go ahead, AJ.
PK, when I look online, I see all this stuff that they claim the Florida Panthers are the bad boys of the NHL right now. What do you think when you hear something like that?
I think that the Florida Panthers are a team that play a brand of hockey that we're accustomed to seeing in the older generation of hockey, but it's a hybrid of it. They got guys that can put the puck in the net. I don't think they get enough credit for the skill. You look at their overtime winning goal, guys, don't dust it off. The way they move that puck around, I mean, they look like the Rangers on the power play. They look like the Rangers on the power play. Did they not?
Yeah.
Tell me they didn't.
They did.
Like the Panthers.
They did.
All right.
They really
Well,
were moving.
this is what I mean. So we can talk about the physicality. We can talk about the scrums after the whistle. We can talk about them playing chippy.
Good tip.
I don't know about those hands, Pat. You wouldn't have a spot on that power play. Not with those hands. But give me a week. I could have you as a net front guy.
I
could have you as a net front guy in a week.
I'm right in front of the net right now.
Go!
Yeah.
Good
Goal.
tip. Good
Goal.
tip.
Goal.
Good tip.
Goal.
No, that wouldn't count. But I will say this.
Tipped it in.
Always moving the goalpost.
They deserve way more credit for their skill on that team. They don't get enough credit for their skill.
Silky mitts.
And last night it was on full display. Overtime winner was unbelievable. Their power play had to come through and they stepped up. Pat, roll your wrists over.
I am.
Roll the wrist.
I am. But,
Roll the wrist.
Wait a second. What?
Oh, tweener.
Oh, shit.
Tweener.
Oh, shit.
Double 5-hole.
PK, just I'm rolling wrists. Talking shit, rolling wrists.
Oh, shit.
What?
It's not bad, actually. He's actually not horrible.
Shut up, PK. I can hear you. I can hear you out here. Yeah, I grew up in hockey town, also baseball town. Don't know if you know this. Josh Gibson, best baseball player of all time, statistically on record right now. He's a former member of the Homestead Grays in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's a big deal. There it is, right there, PK.
That's him.
Best baseball
Negro Leagues, that's right.
Hell yeah.
What's that?
Negro Leagues, that's right. Yes. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, what's the name of the league?
I'm not exactly sure. PK's cutting out
Dude,
though.
why
I
are
can't
you
really
guys
hear.
can't say it?
All right, I hope happy it's all funny.
Dude, you could say Negro League.
Okay, yeah. All right, happy everybody's having so much fun today. It's been a blast. I already see Awful announcing the Atlantic, Wall Street Journal. Mm-hmm. There's clipping it.
I love this
Listen
show.
to what this guy
New
said.
York Times.
That Atlantic article was hilarious.
Long, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was long.
hilarious.
I couldn't read it. It was too long. I apologize.
Boy,
I kept
when's
going.
our gong show? We got to get a group gong show going here.
All right,
Nashville's close.
What's the gong show, guys?
What's that mean?
You know what a gong show.
Use content.
PK, the gong show.
Let me explain it to him.
Okay,
We
thank you.
got to go for coffee. I'll take you for coffee, and I'll explain to you what a gong show is. Just you and I, one-on-one.
That's never going to happen, so he's never going to know. I thought we were in the middle of doing that right now.
Just tell
It's a
him.
little bit of a
A
runaway.
brief overview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good definition.
PK,
PK, we're gonna have a gong show at the Elbow Room after the Panthers win the Cup. We're all gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome.
Might be in Texas.
See, he knows. You're
that-
right. My bad.
That
Could
might
be in
happen before. That might happen before the Panthers win the cup. Just to.
I mean,
as
we're
a side
close
note.
to
Panthers
Nashville. We can go down to Tootsie's.
A gong show is a shit
We
show.
can tie
Hey,
one on at
it's
Tootsie.
a
I'd
Tootsie,
tie
yeah.
one on at Tootsie.
Tootsie.
What is that,
Down in South
Canadian?
Florida, too.
It's Canadian?
Yeah, you're just getting boozed up.
Slightly different Tootsie.
It's a gong show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bet.
We can go to both.
Yeah, second floor getting shoulder rubbed in South Florida Tootsies.
I'm in for that.
The Nashville
Exactly.
Tootsies, you're just getting hammered drunk with a bunch of white people singing
That's
country
right.
music.
Yeah, singing Kid Rock.
A lot of bachelor.
It's like you on Pat's birthday, D-Butch.
That's a gong
Okay.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit of a
All right.
runaway.
Pat's birthday was a
All
gong
right.
show.
That was a
you go.
gong show, wasn't it?
Ty's got a good definition of gong show, I think.
It is just a little bit of a runaway.
Bit of a runway.
Got it.
Maybe a little bit more.
Okay, but here's my question: Is it
Clear
going
it
to be
up.
a bachelor party? Or are we going to Is it all dudes or is it all of us? Or just we?
I mean-
is it a bachelor party?
PK, you just got to find other groups, brother. What
PK,
are you
who-
talking about?
just
It's your
real quick.
first gong show? What
Okay,
the
I'll
hell?
invite some friends.
How much-
I'll invite some friends.
Okay.
Are you inviting us? Is that
Is that
what does
us?
that mean? Who are the lads that you'll be inviting? Who are the lads?
Moose?
I wasn't going to invite any more guys. I was going to invite some girls. But
PK, it's
whatever
going to be
you guys
tough.
want.
I'm pretty married. It's going to be a tough one.
Well, I know
Moose
you're
and
out of the
Levy.
mix.
That's gonna be
I know
tough
you're
sell.
out of the mix.
Leah?
Not everybody is.
So hold on.
Don't
So
be
once,
selfish.
hey, listen, you guys have whatever gong show you want to have. Okay, listen, I'm not in the way of a runway ever. Do you stop working?
I'm never going to meet anyone.
You mean like a spouse or you mean friends? What do you mean?
Yeah, like a wife?
Like a wife or a friend?
We do a dating game on this show.
Yeah,
It's off
man. I
season,
want to
bro.
find love, man. I'm looking for love.
Okay.
All right, sweet. So that's
All
what we'll
right,
do
we'll help.
because once the NHL playoffs are over and the NBA playoffs are over, boy, would be
All three.
Incredible.
would be awesome. Thank you for allowing us to do that. Thank you for bestowing that honor upon us. the Gong Show Love Edition with PK Subban. It is going to be.
idea.
They'll come right here. Right, we'll do it right here.
Yeah. Have a whole
Got a
runway.
definition now. All right.
Okay.
A situation
All right.
or event marked by chaos or incompetence. A free for all.
Bit of a gong show.
A bit of a
Gong
runway.
Show, yeah.
Another runaway.
Ty has a question for the loveless PK.
Yeah, PK. Obviously, all four of the teams left right now have
Are you going to give him a stick? You know how they have like rows?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna,
One of these.
you give him a mini stick.
Yeah.
You keep your mini stick for another day.
Instead of the lover suite,
Congratulations.
instead of the lover suite, we'll call it the Dong Show room or whatever.
Yes.
What?
They get to take it. They
No,
take
it's called the
Epsom salt
memory
bath.
box. I mean,
It's a bit too leading.
yeah, jeez.
Top bins, maybe.
We don't need to be associated with Dong Show. This guy's looking for love.
Put rubber on that.
You're trying to make a little bit of a Gong Show of the love show here.
A little bit.
And I don't like that.
And maybe the number one person gets like a bar, like bar down, and they get like a
Oh, you're a real bar don.
like a special, yeah, like a
Well, at the end,
special
they're
one.
obviously getting Lordo.
How about Wayno? Is Wayno going to be gifted at one point? Wayne, just a picture of Wayne. You're the greatest.
I figured Wayno would be hosting this entire
Yeah,
thing.
It's going to
probably.
be tough to get him, I think, from what I've been told.
I mean,
Yeah.
for anything for love.
For PK.
Come on,
We're here for you, PK.
fellow.
All I'm going to say, Pat, for all you guys, fastest way to grow a business is through referrals. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well,
Right.
hopefully it's same for love. Ty has a question for you.
PK, of the four teams left, which two do you think provides the most entertaining Stanley Cup final?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
your
think-
potential wife is watching. Let's make sure we get a good answer.
I would have to say, I'd like to see the Rangers in Dallas go at it. I really would. You know, in a
Bucky?
perfect world, I'd like Rangers in Edmonton just because I want McDavid in there. I do. You know, Rangers, everybody benefits. The 30 years, everything, and with McDavid be his first time in the Stanley Cup Final, I think it'd be highly entertaining. But I think Dallas deserves it. I think their team, and I think the best final would be Dallas and the Rangers. I really believe that.
That's a great
That's
answer.
what I believe.
Way to get that. We didn't
Yep.
prepare you for that, and you were able to come up with that on the spot. That's the type of human you're potentially dating whenever you come on the Gong Show of Love for PK Subban.
Oh man, and there can be a huge gong.
Oh, yeah.
When they get kicked out.
Yeah, they have to hit the gong. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gong has spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a home run. Caught the box to box.
So,
That could be the name.
how old are you, PK?
35. Just turned 35, May 13th.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh, yeah, we already said it.
Oh.
Yeah, too much.
Oh yeah, before.
Yeah, we said before, the day of, after. Remember, he took 2 weeks off for his birthday.
How old do I look?
28.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's 28 spot on.
Happy I can make you feel good about it. You do look like you're about 28.
I look older than PK.
Dude, I do an Epsom salt bath every day. I hope I look 28.
Yeah, we know. And also the massage 6 out of. You still doing the massage thing? Like today, how do you do the massage thing? Today's the one day off?
Well, today I had a busy morning, so I'll either have to get that massage later this afternoon or I'll miss a day. Sometimes I miss a day. You know, sometimes I miss a day. It's okay.
Yeah, you can miss. Sometimes you can not get a massage. Yeah. You know, some days out of a year, you can grit and bear it and make it through without getting a massage. Yeah, one day, 365.
So what resort are those? Because I'm thinking of maybe going down to Cancun. What resort are those Pacers staying at? Are they staying at a place with a good spa? Or because maybe I'll go down there after the.
Let me
you know
tell
what I
you.
mean, when
Let
I'm
me tell you
done?
why you wouldn't get along with these Pacers. Okay, T.J. McConnell is in Pittsburgh right now. Okay, where did he go off season? He's going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton, Indianapolis, Indiana. He's had a long morning this morning. We FaceTimed with him a couple times this morning. He's had a long morning this morning. He's going to be on the show, I believe, Friday or Monday, so he'll address all the things you're saying right now. The Pacers weren't supposed to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They did.
I like the Pacers. I'm.
Oh, shut up, PK.
I think the Pacers.
Who wins tonight? Who wins tonight? Dallas Oilers. You like the McDavid story, so I think you're probably pulling for the Oilers.
I want the Oilers to win tonight. Yes, I do. I think Dallas, though, found their game. That Rope Hintz, it's just the element that what he brings to that team. They're very, very deep. I still think that Dallas hasn't played a full, complete game yet in this series. They're due for one, but you know how it is. This game is a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. Edmonton can't afford to lose this game. They know that. So McDavid and Draisaitl got to get on the scoreboard. You got to believe that Edmonton wins this game tonight. They have to win this game. It's a must-win.
Okay,
it's a must-win.
Hopefully Draisaitl and the boys will show up and we'll get another electrifying hockey conference final game like the East has been able to do. And before we get out of here, PK, one last gift from us to you because we missed your birthday. Go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and touch it. Go ahead and touch it. Just go zoom in a little bit more. Put it on the edge there, Foxy, so that PK can just put his head. Go ahead and just touch it. Just reach your hand.
Listen to me. I'm looking for love. Fastest way, like I said, referrals, guys. Focus here.
No, but touch the cup. Just give it like a little.
I'm not touching that cup. Get that thing away from me and keep it away from Messier, too. And you know what's terrible about that picture is that stupid jersey you got behind it. What is that?
Whoa.
Get that jersey out of there, Halliburton. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'd love to touch that thing, too.
Oh, Halliburton.
Halliburton's touched Stanley Cup for you, PK.
Wow.
How about that, pal?
Not right. Dude, imagine what's happened with that Stanley Cup. Like, what's been done with that. Can we talk about that?
So much canoodling, I assume, around this thing. What are some stories you've heard, PK, with the old Lordo here?
A lot of gum. I don't know if you really want me to tell those stories here?
Just one, yeah. What is something that, because it's right here, it's the same one. This one.
Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard of that trophy being thrown off the top of buildings, in swimming pool, like just
Mario's.
like everything. Yeah, like everything. Anything like you could have imagined, anything that you could have imagined happening to that Stanley Cup, I think has happened.
Somebody's buying this thing?
Yeah.
Is the keeper always
Put it this way, that Stanley Cup, I'll put it this way, that Stanley Cup has seen more action than all of you guys in that room combined. How about that?
Someone's putting
I'll leave it at that.
It's like 200 years old.
Genitals on it?
That's all I'm going to say.
You're saying people are making
you
love
guys
to
can
Lordo?
Figure out what action means. You guys can break that down, dissect that.
I heard Sydney couldn't fit, actually.
Really?
Coil it up.
Yeah.
Wrapped in like a
That's
poop.
what I heard. Sidney Crosby didn't have capability. So next time he learned, he went from the ball.
Yeah, you should ask Sid. Ask Sid the next time. Okay. Ask him when he comes on.
We just got a chance to get a video or a photo from earlier. This is in real time. Oh, PK is right on the cup.
Oh,
there he is.
Holy hell.
He's a part of the cup.
Look at you. Oh, my God. Congratulations, PK.
You did it. You touched
He
it.
touched the cup. He touched the cup. He touched the cup. He touched the cup. We're proud of you, man. We're proud of you. All right. Thank you. That was cool. This is a cool day. You finally did it. There's no reason I should be able to touch it and you don't, PK. No way.
Oh, you guys are something else. I love this show. Love this show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, that Cancun, though, I got to be honest.
All right,
that
PK Subban. Yeah, PK Subban. All right, PK.